Girls Talk will be more of a podcast remaining from young girls, teen girls, and young adults with advice, what's going on in the media and stuff that young girls like us really will like to hear.
Sure is.
Okay, now today on our first podcast, so we're going to talk about high school and college advice because let's be real, coming in school, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, and it's all different, but that's okay because that's what you have your big sisters, Queen Lex and
Ziyah.
Four. Okay, now the first advice that I recommend to all my new babies is remember that first year, your freshman year, definitely counts.
The most. Like, it really counts.
The numero uno. Now, I was somebody that didn't believe that freshman year didn't count. I was like, maybe I can catch up later.
Right?
Life hit me when it said, sis, freshman year counts.
And then you're back on your GPA. Everything got to stop and back up.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Like, you don't want to be in your last 2 years catching. You don't want to be in your last 2 years catching up, wishing that you did your first 2 years. So I recommend as soon as you get to school, make an appointment with your guidance counselor. Now, it won't be easy because first day of school, them lines be like packed.
Long.
As what? But get what you need to get for your first 2 years. Your first 2 years, get those out the way so them last 2 years can be like an easy breeze.
I recommend, like, don't skip class because when you skip class, I used to love to do it and I kind of regret it because now when it comes to the exam time, you're looking like, ooh, I forgot what I learned in school.
And especially in college, go to class. I cannot stress how important that is enough. Now, in college, you're really on your own, so nobody's really there telling you what to do. And
Trouble.
especially when you got them 8 a.m.s and them 9 a.m.s, sis,
I'm not a morning person either.
you be wishing you was in your bed. But I could recommend going to class will definitely help your grade in the long run because teachers, they remember who was there and who wasn't there. And trust me, attendance counts. You got some teachers who will just give you a whole zero, and you're like, what? Because you ain't come to class. If you don't care, trust me, they won't care.
And get involved. Don't be shy. You know, it's high school. No one's gonna remember who you were really, unless you make a statement of who you
Yes,
are. Like, let people know who you are.
exactly. So within your first 2 years or even your first year, find out what you really want to do and who you really are, what interests you. So something that I regret my junior year, I got involved my last 2 years, which it wasn't a mistake at all because I enjoyed it. But you just don't want to be at school just to be at school. Be like, school is so boring because you make it boring, okay?
Exactly.
Once you get involved and then you meet new people, new friends, it's really worthwhile and having fun. So I recommend getting involved as well.
Learn to speak up for yourself. I feel like high school is a lot of like, oh, letting people bully people is a big problem in our community now. And I feel like if you just say, hey, I'm not finna settle for that right now. Like, you're not finna treat me any kind of way because you think you're superior to me.
Definitely do not settle for less in high school in any form, shape, or fashion, whether it's classes, people, or just whatever, because people know who and who not to mess with. But once people know that you're that person not to mess with, or even teachers, like once you advocate for yourself and let your teacher know, hey, I don't like this or I shouldn't get this grade, they know that you're a student that they can't just, push around, And that's really important because that will happen in college too. I mean, respect your teachers, but don't be afraid of teachers because we're human just like you're human. So if you don't feel like nothing's right, most definitely stand up for yourself, but do it in a respectful way.
Exactly.
That's really important.
You ain't gotta cuss them out.
Not at
Call 'em
all.
names. Just
No.
like, ma'am, sir, I don't like my grade. Is there any way I could change it or any way I can just make it better?
Exactly. Now you got some teachers who might be like, sure, because you set up for yourself. You got some teachers, the ones that just
Now.
yes, just now.
For
Like,
what?
Like even if I now,
Help me out.
and those be the ones that just next semester I ain't taking unit no more.
Mhm.
This is so important. Make sure you get a planner and write down all your schedule. Please be organized. You have 6 or 7 classes. Trust me, you're not going to remember everything
Every
that
homework.
was on that class. So if you don't get you a planner from Monday to Tuesday, excuse my language, Monday through Saturday, write down what you need to and the times too, because that's what's really important. You gotta be organizing in class.
Cause I used to feel all the time, ooh, as a project do, ooh, I do homework last night.
And whose fault was that? Mine. Because I didn't want to be.
And you got fake looking your book bag for it. I'm like, oh, I did it, but I just left it at home.
Okay.
Can I turn it tomorrow?
Nah.
Looking like,
Nah.
ugh.
Another thing is, don't stress yourself out so much. Don't stress yourself out too much. But highest, I mean, you have 3 to 4 years to get yourself together. Don't wait till your junior to be like, I'm gonna be on my stuff.
Right, and then you gotta make up for everything you didn't do your freshman year and sophomore year.
Yeah, your first and 2 important years. Oh, I hated those years because it wasn't easy.
I worry about boys. It's a bad thing, but I was worried about the boys going hanging out and not focus on school. And then report cards came. I'm like, uh-oh. I'm in trouble with mama when I get home.
Right. And then, it's important to make high good grades because once in your last 2 years or mainly your senior year, you worry about colleges. And some colleges, they have really high requirements depending on where you want to go. Florida State. And, mainly the HBCU target, always, because, I go to Tennessee State University. Go Tigers. But yes, make sure you reach for the highest that you can. Get involved community service because that's what matters, especially with scholarships. Apply for scholarships. Please don't come out. I'm not gonna say don't come out of pocket because it happens, but
you gotta just take a chance on it. Just go for it. It's like, okay, what can I say? Deny me and say no.
Exactly. So, and also know the schools that you really want to go to. Take visits if you can. And, try to get internships. Okay, is this really what I want to do for my major? Because, especially, this is for the college advice, especially, it's okay to change your major. Because once you get into it, you realize, this ain't what I want to do. Okay. So, it's really best to just know what you want to do. Take on internships. I suggest that a lot because your girl want to be a lawyer at first. Yes, Miss Mouth of the South wanted to be a lawyer. Changed that. I realized how much school I had to do. I say, this is kind of boring. I don't mind arguing, but I can't show my personality. What kind of mess is that? So, that's when Mass Comp came in and radio too. And I was like, what? I like this. This is what I like to do. That's real nice.
You have to know your major because you don't want to be that person who changes 10 times. Like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. It's like you're not a little kid no more. It's kind of time to, figure out what you want to do and stick to it.
And that's okay. And sometimes people, especially with schools, the big debate that people say is going to a university is better than going to a community college. I think that's definitely not true. They teach you the same thing. Same exact thing. And people have their reasons of why they want to, because college is really a big step and it's more of a mental challenge. It's more of a mental process. Home. Yes, and you're away from home depending on what school you go to. But college is more of a mental process. And if you're not together mentally,
you gonna be out there and just
exactly drown. Cause look, you don't have parents, and you're just on your own. Especially for 18 years, your mama and daddy told you what to do. Now you gotta tell yourself what. That's not that easy.
It's not. And then it's like no one to there to tell you shouldn't do that, and you're looking like, who gonna tell me to do it?
It's so much responsibility.
I'm gonna do me.
You gotta go grocery shopping for yourself. Your mama not gonna cook for you.
Ramen noodles in the cup, honey.
Babe with some hot sauce. Okay. It never did me wrong. Okay, now, away from the academic side, because in school, it's academics, but it's also the social life. You got drama, you got boys, and you got just life.
In general. So much. If you can just go for the ladies out there, I know you want to look cute for the boys, and most important is hygiene, guys. Don't come to school stinking musky because you're not gonna get.
I mean, she just being real. It's best to and you know what? Some girls, they don't know about hygiene because they're not taught that. So, and that's okay. So, I definitely recommend in school you bring you a little, I call it my emergency kit. It's my deodorant,
Mhm.
my lotion, my perfume, my lip gloss, all that in once, because who gonna tell me I look a mess in my kit right here? Not them. Not you. Oh, and definitely when it comes to school, you, I mean, 4 years, it goes by fast, but a lot can happen in those 4 years. You really find yourself and who you are as a person. So the typical saying is, don't expect to walk out with people you walked in with.
Very true.
And I could say, yeah, that definitely has happened. All I'm gonna say is, don't expect betrayal. I mean, don't expect that not to happen to you. I said it right.
Mhm.
Okay, so don't expect it not to happen because anything can happen, you know, and
Yeah.
it hurts, but that's life. But all I know is at the end of the day, it ain't that person name on it. It's not Kiki name on it. It's your name on that diploma.
Exactly.
So once you get that diploma and walk across the stage, all that will,
Everything go out the window.
and all that will be behind you because you overcame it. Your name is on that diploma. You shook that principal hand and you got what you needed to do.
And after high school, no one really remembers what really happened in high school. Like from every detail, we forget
Unless somebody brings
so
it
many
up.
people and what happened. And like we're adults now. Who's gonna remember what you did in high school?
Most definitely. I def I definitely say that don't just be very strong in high school. Stand up for yourself at all time, please,
If you gotta cry it out, girl, cry it at home.
because them tests will just test you, especially if you want to get them straight A's, some high GPAs. It's very stressful, but trust me, you're gonna make it, and you're gonna have just keep that same work ethic, especially bring that same work ethic to college. Because the more you keep working hard, and the more good results that's gonna come. Definitely, what you put in is what you get out. Most
Definitely.
definitely.
And know your limit. Because I know sometimes you want to get done in 4 years or you want to get done this amount of years
Know what you can
and take up
handle.
all these classes. And you know you cannot handle no 4 classes in one day and all this in college. You got to know know your limit.
And also, so I know most of the girls our age have seen the beautiful high school movie Mean Girls, and they ask us, do girls like that really be in high school?
Mm,
50-50. 50-50.
they be. It's not really like mean girls like that. That's like out
Yeah, not like just like
exposed.
active bullying, just push you and that's so ugly. No, it's
They
not like
like
that.
behind the scenes making
hmm
rumors and like deep dark mean people.
And I call those people the like you see somebody you don't like, you be like
Mm.
they're mean, miserable, and messy. And newsflash, nobody likes them, and nobody liked y'all in high school. So definitely don't be a
A mean person in high school. Like
cause
you don't have to be stuck up. Like don't be a stuck
you
up
don't, and
person.
you don't have to be miserable and mean and messy. Like people feel like being friendly is not is like a bad thing, but it's really
Yeah.
not. It's nothing wrong to be like, hey, how you doing? Just a smile.
Or you need a pencil. Or you need help. Or because later on, like karma is really big. It will come back and get you.
And it will come to bite you because that person you was mean for is your new boss. Now,
Exactly.
who's mean now?
Or it's a test going on and you don't know what you're doing and they may call them nerds. I call them blessings, honey, because they helped me all the time in high school. I know the
Exactly.
answer. I was like, hey, you know the answer to this? He was like, yeah. Because you were nice to people. Being nice is,
Being nice pays, baby.
it pays off in so many ways in life. Not even in high school, but through your whole
Just being
entire life.
respectful. 'Cause I remember on the Ellen show, Cardi B said, "You realize they didn't say the smartest kids they weren't gonna miss, but the nicest. But because me, who my personality said they were gonna miss me.
Mm.
So definitely that. Okay, now aside from the drama, we're here on the boys because that's what happens in high school. I mean, Girls Talk is just giving you the honest, real truth. It's something that
On
you can just come to and feel
everything.
comfortable. Yeah. So of course you have the relationships, the boys.
That don't last long, guys. Don't be, oh, I'm so in love with him. He's my soulmate. Like,
No, he's not.
you're 16, 17. You'll be done in 2 months.
Yeah, when it comes to these little player boys, definitely don't be. I wouldn't say head over heels because it will happen, but know your worth. If you have to go in a mirror and like post all these good things about you, and if he don't say that, if you don't cut him off, because if he can't realize your worth, then why are you? Exactly, mama. So really, just know that relationships, in high school, a good 8 out of 10, they don't last for long. Some people actually do marry their high school sweetheart, and that is a blessing towards them. Rare. Like 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's very rare. So definitely know that when it comes to boys in high school, and to all my freshmen, don't talk to them seniors. I always tell them, leave them babies alone.
It's a trap, guys. It is a trap.
Leave them babies alone. Them juniors, them seniors, no. Okay.
I know. You be like, oh my God, a senior want to talk to me. He wants to talk to me, and you get all boosted up.
Yeah, because your little heart get all boosted. You be, oh.
You be happy, and then,
exactly.
But you left. It didn't work out how I thought it would.
They call freshmen the young tenders. The sophomore and freshmen, they call them the young tenders because y'all young and y'all just new to everything. Y'all don't know as much as y'all should. But from what I'm telling you, don't talk to them and tell them just keep it pushing. Because they can go to anybody else they want, but they want to, no.
It's like, there's plenty of seniors you can talk to, but you want to mess with someone who you know is not mentally where you are.
Exactly, which I don't understand that. So, and with another things so aside of that, it's also spirit days. And those spirit days, once you leave high school, you're going to miss those because those were the fun parts about being high school. I know the high school I went at, they had spirit week and spirit days where like seniors dressed as senior citizens, junior dressed as adults, freshmen were babies, and sophomores were like kids. So you may be like, that's lame. Won't you participate and remember those memories?
It'd be fun.
It's really fun. Okay, I missed that.
Yearbook and you're looking like, oh my God, look how I look.
Yes, you can show your kids and be like, your mama was involved in this and this and that, and that's definitely important. And go to high school football games because they're called Friday Night Lights for a reason because they're only on Friday.
And it'd be so fun.
They're so, oh my goodness, yes, especially rival football games. Get there early, but the rival football games are definitely fun because it's school versus school, so it gets real intense. The energy, people come out for that.
Get to meet other students from different schools.
Yeah, and that's fun. People. It's really a good vibe. That's just really a fun place to go and be.
And also, don't worry about what people think of you in high school or in life general, because at the end of the day, it's your opinion that matters about yourself.
If it's not a hot mess, but yeah, confidence is key
to everything.
Confidence is key. Okay, cause I know when I was in high school, I was told that I had the best confidence, but I didn't know how. I was just being me. But I guess it's just you can't let nobody negativity or their words come and attack you. And it's all about just. And people will call that being cocky or conceited. It's a
as long as you're not mean.
Exactly. It's a fine line between confident and cocky. When you're confident, you just know that, hey, I can do this. Confidence is being humble. You know you're worthy of this stuff, but you're also humble with it. Cocky is when you just walk around and think your stuff just don't stink. I'm better than her. I dress better than her. Come back to reality, sis. Nobody cares. But confidence is when you just walk head up high
and just let that be that.
And just let that be that and just be real confident where you were. And that is really important. So outside of high school and college, I think it's best to just definitely know what you want in high school. Know what you gotta know what you gotta do, who you gotta be. Definitely, don't make good impressions. And memory thing is something memorable. Don't be the one who was messy, who wasn't the sweetest girl, who wasn't the best girl. Just have basically a good reputation because a reputation is everything. You probably don't think because you don't see that as yourself, but reputation is everything. It's best to have the... Okay. So that's all for our podcast. I want to thank everybody for joining in live. Come back for next Monday at 6 p.m. with Queen Lex and
Ziyah.
Back on Girls Talk. Thank you.